Megan, mic check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Keisha? Am I in headlines? I am. Okay, which element am I? That could be second, that could be 10th. Third. Okay, thank you.
They claimed they were sexually assaulted by Lyft drivers.
The next thing I knew, the driver was on top of me.
It's now a national story, one of the victims from Metro Atlanta.
College students take aim at a statue for Henry Grady, an important figure in Atlanta's history.
He was also racist.
Their fight to get this statue removed from downtown Atlanta.
And I am live at the fabulous Fox Theater where they are getting ready for the Nutcracker this weekend. We're going to give you a behind-the-scenes tour and talk about some rain for your weekend plans.
This is CBS 46 News at noon. Getting results.
And we do have breaking news this noon. A nasty rollover involving a police cruiser is forcing drivers to a halt in DeKalb County. Hello, I'm Megan Packard for Karen Greer. Chopper 46 is over I-20 westbound at Candler Road. Only the HOV lane is open right now on 20 West in this area. CBS 46 is working to find out what exactly happened here and whether anybody was seriously injured. A Metro Atlanta woman is now part of a national lawsuit claiming she was sexually assaulted by a Lyft driver. Rideshare company Lyft says it's committed to safety, but plaintiffs in a new lawsuit think otherwise. CBS 46's Daniel Wilkerson has their story from Lyft's Atlanta headquarters.
In a new lawsuit, 19 women and 1 man have come forward saying they were raped or sexually assaulted by Lyft drivers.
He asked if I was married.
He told me I look like a sad girl.
And now we've learned among the plaintiffs is this woman from Metro Atlanta.
And that's what I'll never forget is like my fear and then having to make that sudden decision, how am I going to get myself out of this?
The incidents allegedly took place across the country. The victims accused Lyft and the rideshare industry of far-reaching safety failures. Here's what we've gathered for you. There have been more than 500 allegations against Lyft and Uber between 2014 and 2018. Among the claims, sexual assault, harassment, kidnapping, and even death. In this most recent lawsuit, during each ride, women say they took a nap and were jolted awake.
I felt his hands touch me.
I had woken up to him actually groping and touching me in between my legs.
In a statement, Lyft says it's launched more than 15 new safety features this year, including background checks.
But lawyers say 8 of their clients were allegedly assaulted since those measures were implemented. Attorney for the plaintiffs, Mike Baumberger.
The bottom line is that Lyft does not take safety of their passengers seriously and never has.
In Atlanta, Daniel Wilkerson, CBS 46 News.
In a statement, Lyft says, quote, "What these women describe is something no one should ever have to endure. We recognize these risks, which is why we are relentless in our work to build safety into every aspect of our work." Breaking news from the nation's capital. Top Democrat Nancy Pelosi moves to put the President of the United States on trial. Pelosi's announcement sets up the possibility that a vote to impeach President Trump will happen by the end of the month. The rare move stems from that July phone call with the president of Ukraine, in which President Donald Trump pressed the leader to investigate political rival Joe Biden as the president was withholding aid to the country. Many of you are commenting on our Facebook page right now, pushing back against the Georgia State University students who want the city to remove a statue of well-known Atlanta historical figure Henry Grady. New at noon, CBS 46's Rebecca Schramm hit the streets to find out what people in downtown Atlanta think.
The monument is a fixture in downtown Atlanta that few people actually stop and study. Do you ever look at that statue?
Once in a while, not much.
Does the name Henry Grady ring a bell?
Yes, it's part of the hospital.
Yep, Grady Memorial Hospital is named for Henry Grady. So is Grady High School and the Grady School of Journalism at the University of Georgia. The statue was unveiled in 1891, 2 years after Grady's death, to remember the editor of the Atlanta Constitution for helping create the New South in the years after the Civil War. An inscription at the base of the statue calls Henry Grady a patriot, but some GSU students who pass by here every day say to them, this feels like a monument to a racist.
Sure, Henry Grady was a great auditor. He was a great editor at the Atlanta Constitution. That doesn't negate the fact that he also was a racist figure.
Kenneth Lockett is on the editorial board of the Georgia State University newspaper that penned an open letter to Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms this week, asking her to move the statue to a museum, citing speeches like this one Grady gave, saying the white race is the superior race. Knowing state law protects monuments, they at least want a meeting with the mayor.
We want a discussion to happen. Is that what the city of Atlanta represents?
Some downtown Atlanta workers tell us they wouldn't mind seeing a plaque added to the monument that shows the other side of Henry Grady, but that they do want history like this to be preserved.
Always, because if we don't, we repeat the past.
It's part of the history, it's part of the culture of what made the city what it is.
In Atlanta, Rebecca Schramm, CBS 46 News.
Right now, an 18-year-old is in serious condition in the hospital after police say he was shot while handling a gun inside of a DeKalb County house. This happened last night on Kelly's Creek Drive near Stone Mountain. Police say the man was handling the gun in a bedroom when he was shot around 10:30. There were other people in that house, including 2 juveniles who were questioned and later released. Atlanta police are working to learn if road rage led up to a deadly shooting on an interstate. Chopper 46 was over the scene yesterday along 285 southbound just before I-20. That stretch of highway had to be shut down for hours during the evening rush hour. Police found one person in a car on the shoulder, shot in the chest. He died on the scene. The shooter was in another car, remained on the scene, and was taken into custody. We are working to see if any charges have since been filed. Take a look. Atlanta police need your help finding this man wanted in connection with a robbery. They say he robbed the Federal Restaurant on Crescent Avenue in Midtown last month. He is considered armed and dangerous. Anybody with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers 404-577-TIPS. This Coweta County jailer is out of a job and facing charges. 25-year-old Cody Martin is accused of sexually assaulting an inmate. Martin was hired in January of 2018 and was fired after his arrest. New at noon, burglars target an Atlanta police officer's house. This video shows who investigators believe are the suspects from the November 25th crime on Lynx Drive in southeast Atlanta. The suspects broke into the house and stole about 200 rounds of practice ammunition, along with a cell phone and jewelry. Again, if you have information about this case, reach out to Crime Stoppers. All right now it's time to get a check on our weather. We have a special report today from Chief Meteorologist Jenniffer Valdez, bringing us our forecast from the Fox Theater, giving us a preview of a holiday favorite, the Nutcracker. Jenniffer.
Oh, this is so exciting. You know, the holidays are almost here. When the Nutcracker comes back into town, we are at the fabulous Fox Theater. This is going to be the final year that you can watch Atlanta Ballet's The Nutcracker at the Fox Theater. So if you want to check it out here, get your tickets. They are on sale. Opening weekend is coming up this weekend. The show runs through Christmas Eve. After that, it's moving into Cobb County at the Cobb Energy Performing Arts Center. Here's a behind-the-scenes look. They are getting ready. A lot to do before the show officially opens on Saturday. As you can see, lots of sets and props and everything being built for this big production that is a tradition here in Atlanta. It's been at the Fox Theater for 25 years. So definitely it's the end of an era as it goes on to a different venue. Let's talk about the forecast quickly because it is gorgeous outside. Lots of sunshine. Here's a live view outside on our CBS 46 pinpoint camera network, and it feels as good as it looks. Temperatures already close to 60 degrees. It's 59 right now in Atlanta. No rain since midnight. No rain expected today, and it's going to be warm. We'll be in the mid-60s this afternoon with mostly sunny skies, and we'll keep it in the 60s, at least for now, for today. That does change. We do have rain chances on the rise. In fact, those rain chances start tomorrow, and they will continue off and on through the weekend. Then next week, we've got some of the coldest air moving in, some of us dropping down potentially to the 20s. So we're going to talk about all of that, the cold blast of air, the rain chances this weekend, and we're going to give you a behind-the-scenes look at some of the props because they are larger than life. We're talking about 30-foot high props that they are putting in place here at the Fox Theater. So make sure you join us. We're going to talk about all of that coming up.
Love the behind the scenes look. Jenniffer, thank you. We will see you soon.